Where do you go to race indoors on carpet against drivers from all over the country, including some of the top on-road drivers in the world? It's a no-brainer. The Snowbird Nationals. Here are some highlights from that race. It was great. Some of the top racers in the country made their way to Orlando to race in the Snowbird Nationals. They included Barry Baker, Josh Cyril, Paul Lemieux, Chris Dosick, Jared Scott, J.R. Mitch, Paul Wynn, bowling CEO and racer Steve Rule, and Jeff DeRocher, just to name a few. Participants could pit right in their hotel rooms or next door to the track where manufacturers were set up so racers could either weirs in between heats. Very cool. Mike, you are the ringleader of the 7th annual Mike Borland Snowbird Nationals. What does it take to put on a race of this magnitude?
Well, Jeff, first, a lot of help, very tedious schedules, a lot of planning. We had months and months of preparation. We came over here to the hotel probably 6 times, you know, doing layouts, blueprints, contracts, finding good people that can actually stand up to the task, you know, work well under pressure. A lot of help from sponsors like yourself, and basically just desire and dedication, you know, and a will to let racers race.
Now, just the track here is pretty ingenious how you have it where you can have the oval for some of the time and you have the road course. I understand there's plywood under there. What did that take?
Well, the plywood was an interesting story, but we had to have a nice firm base to lay the carpet down. So we actually had to have Scotty's, which is a sponsor. They came in with a truck. You know, we had 200 sheets of plywood come in, and we lay down a foundation, which takes a lot of time because we duct tape every single seam, and then it's nice and tight, and we were able to roll out the carpet. Then we had to get carpet installers, so we had to find professional carpet installers in Orlando, some that were reliable, that understood that we have, you know, 300 people, 400 people flying in from all around the country are counting on us. So we had to plan that, you know, have the wood down, 8 a.m. in the morning, the carpet guys are here. So, you know, was the whole basis of the preparation. And once the carpet was down, it was pretty much easy. You know?
It's a phenomenal race. You can tell the effort and the number of people you have around helping with the track. You did a great job. We're having a great time here, Mike. Get some rest. You look a little tired. I know you've been up all night. We're going to go take a look at the map that you put up representing all the people from all the country.
Great.
Thanks for having us.
Have fun. We're glad to be here for you.
No, I'm not doing the weather. These stars indicate the hometowns of each racer here at the Snowbird Nationals, and racers have come as far as the state of Washington. All other states are represented. It truly is a national race.
And now a very special public service announcement.
Race number 8. For sale stock. On track right now. Race with 3 tech. Ryan Milligan lead with 5-3. Then John Walls 5-3. Robert with 5-4. Scott Beeks with 5-3. Lex with 5-3. Scott Beeks with 7-3. They're on 50 lap. Open.
Superstars, bowling, legend card kids coming around. A couple cars.
The Snowbird Nationals originally started as an oval race.
5 seconds left to go.
While we were at the Snowbird Nationals, I had an opportunity to race Team Schumacher's newest four-wheel drive sedan, the Axis 2. Here it is in action. The Axis 2 arrives as a kit that includes 2 pre-built differentials, all the necessary hardware for completion, Schumacher decals, instructions, foams, and tires. You supply the body, motor, and electronics. Known for its innovation, Schumacher did away with the traditional top plate altogether and opted for a beefy main chassis made from S1 fiberglass. They utilize two turnbuckles that keep the car tweak-free and allow you to adjust the belt tension at the same time. The Axis 2 is loaded with race-winning features, including 4 coil-over, oil-filled purple anodized shocks, shock towers with 5 mounting holes, and a handy transponder mount. We have just one gripe with the Axis 2. We wish Schumacher would have included an aluminum motor mount. Don't worry though, one is offered as a hop-up. If you race your Axis 2, this is a must. Steeped in its rich winning heritage, the Axis 2 is the latest four-wheel drive sedan to come out of the Schumacher factory. Its unique design is all business and arms racers with a vehicle that can take on and beat what the rest of the world has to offer. The Axis 2 outhandles every other sedan we have ever driven. Robin and crew at Team Schumacher did their homework on this one. The Axis 2 is arguably the most adjustable sedan on the market. Its mid-motor design, easy-to-use battery posts, included tires and foam bumper are just some of the features that make this latest offering from Schumacher a real winner. Did we mention it handled like a dream? Because the race was held inside of a hotel, the organizers were able to keep the track literally open 24 hours a day. Many racers waited trackside for the opportunity to get some track time. Team Schumacher driver and national champion racer Jared Scott was kind enough to wake up from a sound sleep to give his 2 cents about the Axis 2.
Well, I mean, it's our newest car for 2000, well, last year, but we kind of came out with it at the end of the year. Basically, I mean, it's kind of stuff that we worked on over the year. I mean, new parts that we had developed over the year testing, and just kind of put them all together in one kit and just put out a new car. I mean, the chassis is actually, it's almost like a 2-layer chassis. It actually raises all the diff housings and all the arms and stuff. It actually changes the whole roll center of the car, which in a sense can create more traction because it creates body roll. We also have these two optional, or actually an optional hole in the hub carrier, and also as well in the upper control arm, which weren't available before. You used to have the 98 mounts and then the 99 mounts. They were 2 different mounts, but now we have them all in one upper control arm, and then a couple extra holes in the shock tower. Utilizes a more standing up shock angle, which we found is more traction. This stuff, well, I mean, actually what it is, basically, it's to create more flex because the chassis, because it's like a double-decker chassis, it's actually stiffer. So we did it to kind of create a little bit of flex to still give the car some flex, because you don't really want a real rigid car because sometimes they don't work as well. So there's a lot of different stuff people try. Guy's out of control. I think from raising the roll centers, it kind of smoothed the car out. I mean, I'm not really that aggressive of a driver, and it kind of mellows the car out a lot. And then, but I mean, also like it helps in the bumps and stuff. Like if you're on a bumpy track or like a low bite track, it helps a lot in the bumps, and on a low bite track, I mean, it creates more traction. And I mean, also there's plenty of adjustability. I mean, you can adjust the car in so many ways with camber, caster, I mean, toe in, toe out, you know, there's so many adjustments on the car, it's crazy. So far, I mean, this weekend's actually our first weekend we've actually ran the car with foam, myself personally, but Paul Lemieux, our driver, he's been running it for a while, and it seems to be working, I mean, really well, so it seems to be a good thing so far.
And here comes the road crossing traffic. They're mixing it up here.
No, you're not seeing things. First place, F-Main Touring Car Stock with the new Schumacher Axis 2. Had a great time at the Snowbird Nationals. Well, if you have not made the switch to brushless motors yet, or have a couple of modifieds you want to perk up, stick around because today's tech tip is with Team Associated factory driver Dan Rodriguez, who gave me the lowdown on cutting. Barry, you qualified number 4 in Pro Mod. Unlike your teammate, your new teammate from Yokomo, Josh, you have a little more of an advantage. How does your car feel after a couple days of running?
It feels okay. I don't think I have an advantage, you know. Anytime, like I said before, in racing, when it comes to carpet racing, I fear one person. That's it, and it's Josh Cyril, because he practices so much on carpet. He knows carpet. Carpet racing is his life. He grew up racing carpet. I mean, he knows every little thing to do for carpet racing. Changes a few things here. He's always fast. I mean, I TQ'd the first round. When I talked to everybody, I said Josh will be right there, if not even faster by the end of the weekend. I get a couple ideas. Actually, Josh has helped me this weekend more than me help Josh. Now, when I go to asphalt, I don't worry about anybody because I don't fear anybody in asphalt. But carpet, you know, it works back and forth. I'll help Josh in carpet. I mean, in asphalt, he'll help me in carpet.
You gonna be in the top 3 today?
You never know. I mean, racing is racing. I mean, the first corner on this track, it's really tight. It's really hard to pass. So if Josh gets a good lead, I mean, he could be gone. There's 10 cars instead of 6 in the qualifier. There's going to be more traffic. You don't know who's going to get through the traffic, who's going to put who off the track kind of thing. Because, I mean, touring car, you never know what's going to happen. Josh could go to dead last, come back up through the field and win it. He's done that in Cleveland before. I could go to dead last, come back up. I mean, I've done it before. Other people can do that. I mean, the other night in 19 turn, just in the club race, I was off the track for 9 seconds, came back up through the field. I was dead last, came back up through the field and won the race because everybody else crashed.
And I know at Lady Luck on your side, that makes a big difference. Talking about 19 turn, that's a class that you usually don't run. You're also dominating that class right now. Looks like you're going to get a Race Rock jacket, I guess, and have your body in Race Rock. Woohoo! Barry Baker will be memorable in there. Barry, we appreciate you being with us. Thank you and good luck.
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks.
Thank you.
There they go. Raphael from that pole position into the early lead. Oh, catches up tight and hits pressure from Dennis Covington. Here he comes. And Henry in third.
This is what we're racing on. This is a ozite type of carpet. It has the same consistency as a heavy-duty felt. And underneath, what they did is they just went ahead and put particle board underneath so we have a nice firm surface, and actually had carpet guys come out here and stretch this onto some rail boards. And ingeniously, they just put Velcro underneath the PVC piping to hold it in place. It's working fantastic. I'm with Paul Lemieux. He races for Team Schumacher. Paul's been racing for about how long now?
Probably about 6 years or so.
You're 17 years old. You're an up-and-comer. You're in the A main. You qualified number 2, right behind Josh, one of the best, arguably one of the best carpet racers in the world right now. How do you think you're going to do in the main?
We're going to give it a shot. He's pretty quick. His car is really good. I rebuilt my car a little bit last night. Hopefully it's good. If it's good enough, I might have something for him. We'll have to see.
Now, this isn't the first time you've run on carpet. You have a little bit of experience. You started off on carpet, from what I understand. Mm-hmm. You're running the Axis 2. How does it feel on the carpet?
It feels pretty good. I'm still working with it a little bit. With foam tires, it's kind of hard to set up a car, so I'm still working on it. You know, if it's good, it's definitely going to be competitive.
Are you running any prototype parts or any new parts or anything unique about this car different than an out-of-the-box Axis 2?
I did construct the top plate myself. I just cut off an old one and ran it from the middle to the rear, but that's just to stiffen up the rear end. Really everything else is pretty much you can buy.
Well, it looks like you're doing well. You're also in the 4-cell modified 112. How's that going?
Pretty decent. Right now I qualified 4th. I think probably a couple laps down. I just kind of getting into it. It's a very hard class to be competitive, and you got to be very, very trained, very disciplined in 12-scale racing to really be competitive with Josh and all the other guys.
Well, this is Paul Lemieux. He might not be a household name right now, but you will hear about him in the future. Paul, we wish you a lot of luck. Thanks.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Good luck. Today's product showcase would not be complete without Novak's N-Power Compact DC Power Supply. With its stylish purple anodized ventilated case and internal fan, overheating is a thing of the past. Other features include
direct connection with the Millennium charger via an included harness. It also has dual outputs and a convenient on-off switch.
We are out of time. For more information on the Academy of Model Aeronautics or anything you have seen on today's program, feel free to visit our website at www.rctv1.com. For all of us here at RCTV, I'm Jeff Maturo. Thanks for watching. Josh, you just came off a win off the Trinity Shootout. Now you won here at the Snowbird Nationals. How do you feel?
Pretty good. Starting